To solve this proportional ratio, let's cross multiply this numerator by its opposite denominator, 10 times 16p minus 10, and set that equal to the other numerator times its opposite denominator, 40 times 24p minus 15. Again, we can't simplify anything within the parentheses because these are not like terms, so we need to go ahead and distribute. 10 times 16p will just give us 160. We're just adding on that extra 0. 10 times negative 10 will give us a negative 100. Then over here we'll have 40 times 24, and what I'd recommend for this is actually do 4 times 24. 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then add on the extra 0 from 40. So we'd have 960p minus, and we can do 15 times 4, 26, and add on that extra 0, minus 600. So now we can use opposite operations to isolate our variable. Let's add 600, because that's the opposite of subtraction, to both sides of the equal sign. These 600s will cancel, leaving us with 160p. Adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive, so this is the same as 600 minus 10, which would give us a positive 500, equals 960p. Now we can subtract 160p from both sides, because that's the opposite of addition. So these 160p's will cancel, leaving us with 500 equals 800p. And finally, 8 is being multiplied to p, so we need to do the opposite and divide both sides by 800. These 800s will cancel, and that will give us 500 over 800, and if we want to simplify it a little bit, we can get rid of these zeros, and we would have p equals 5 over 8. Now, all of our answers are written in decimal form, but we can use process of elimination to find our answer pretty quickly. The numerator is smaller than the denominator, so we cannot have a whole number in our decimal, like in C and D. These are incorrect. If the numerator were greater than the denominator, then we could use C or D as potential options, but not in this case. Looking between A and B, if 0.5 is equal to 1/2, that means A is less than half and B is greater than 1/2. So what would be half of 8? Well, that would be 4. Is 5/8 greater than 4/8? Yes, so that means B has to be our correct answer.